Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for a World Cup qualifier watch along. It's Hungary versus England. And I don't know about you, after the final of the Euros, I kind of immediately, I think I made one more video and then immediately just shut myself off from England after the intensity of the whole tournament and the disappointment of losing on penalties in the final. But here we are again, international break. And if you think about it, really, the World Cup finals in Qatar are in winter, aren't they? We're pretty much a year away from another tournament, give or take a couple more months. So, yeah, it is immediately then back into the home straight of qualifying. England are notoriously good qualifiers and have won 3 for 3. We've got another 2 qualifying games, 9 points already up on the board. Bring the table up in a sec. Could be at 15 points if this goes well, and most of the way qualified in a 10-match qualifying group. So let me know if you can see me, hear me loudly and clearly. Say hello in the comments. Look, you know what it's like if you've been with me for England qualifiers and England friendlies before, we can go a bit Q&A and hone in and out of the game because the intensity does tend to drop a little bit, so we can do both. But we'll be here for the next hour and a half or so, and I would love to watch the game with as many of you guys as possible. Let's say hello. Liam, Leeds 2021. Another Liam. What badge is that down there? Plymouth? Is it? Let me know, Liam. I'm probably misreading. Amanda, welcome. Alistair's been to art college. Excellent. Love to hear it. Let us know how that went. Annie, welcome back. Yeah, we're here again. And look, the ambition and the expectation will start ramping straight back up again. James, welcome along. Ben, what's my score today? England by 1 will do. Get it done. Get it done. Welcome along. CP and PC. There you go. Plucky G. It does feel like ages from the Euros. And I don't know if you guys did as I did. I was so immersed in it. It was literally, bosh, done afterwards. Toby, welcome along. Peter in Hungary. Excellent. Good luck to you, sir. Brian, loving another jumper. Thank you. Yeah, this is the go for it jumper. You got to love it, haven't you? Dignam, do you reckon Bamford will get on? Do you know, I think he will. Especially if England have a 2-goal lead, he'll definitely get on. What we do need to say is that Hungary are good. This is not a pushover qualifier that you sometimes get. Hungary were decent. Do you remember in that group of death in the Euros with Portugal and France and Germany? And okay, they came off on the hard side of that, but they were by no means whipping boys in that group at all. Of course, England were finalists and got further than anybody in that group, though, so should be favourites to win this game. Let's have a look at the teams, and we will see how many of these boys you remember from the Euros. In goal, Gulacsi of Red Bull Leipzig. There's 3 Red Bull Leipzig players in the starting lineup for the Hungarians. Another one is Orban, the centre-half. To his right, Keskes of Nizhny Novgorod, Shazali of Fenerbahce. So these are decent standard players. To quote Mick McCarthy, they're no mugs. Fiola and Bola, who I think is owned by Wolves, isn't he? And he's at Grasshopper now, but should be familiar to Wolves fans, the right wing back there. Klein Heisler and Schaffer in midfield. Salai of Freiburg. Wish me luck with this one, guys. Schoberschlei. Is that right? Schloberschlei. Peter in Hungary might be able to help us out with that one. And Shazalai up top of Mainz, who was an absolute nuisance, wasn't he? I do remember him from the Euros. Let me know if you remember any of those boys or any of those Hungary games from the Euros. And more to the point, tell me what you think of this England side and a real sense of and I've been watching England for years, the possibly most settled England side we've had in a long, long, long time. I think we kind of know the 11, and it would kind of make sense to just tweak and prod going all the way out to Qatar, fingers crossed now. Pickford in goal is Southgate's guy. I think he had a good Euros. Most of these boys did, didn't they? Luke Shaw and Kyle Walker are the fullbacks. They seem to have played their way ahead of Chilwell and Alexander-Arnold and James and all of the fullback options we seem to have. Stones and Maguire is the first choice pair when it's a back four, which it tends to be more often than a back three now, doesn't it? Phillips and Rice have become the double pivot, haven't they? Played all the games pretty much in the Euros, didn't they? Sterling off the right, his running into the box is invaluable. Mason Mount, Southgate loves Mount, doesn't he? And Jack Grealish starts. So I wonder now that he's a 100 million quid player and he's gone to the champions Manchester City, and we're starting this. I know we played 3 qualifiers, but we're starting this season of qualifiers. Whether he's now a first choicer for England and he'll stay in there. Up top, of course, Harry Kane. Not sure where his head's at, but he seems a very level-headed fella, doesn't he? After all of the nonsense in the summer. Get your thoughts in on that very, very settled-looking England team. On the bench, Johnston doing the championship proud there. Pope, Cody, Trippier, Mings. Sorry, I didn't mention Trippier when we were talking about the fullbacks. James, Alexander-Arnold, Bellingham, Saka, the future. Those 2 of England. Henderson, Lingard, and Pat Bamford is in there. And actually, to the person asking me earlier, chances of Bamford getting on, I didn't realise there's barely any other strikers other than Kane and Bamford. So make those chances a little bit higher than I thought 2 minutes ago. Keep your questions and comments coming in and react to some more of those in a minute. There is your qualifying table. Obviously, you kind of take the goal differences with a pinch of salt because, look, Andorra and San Marino in the same group means the better teams will be scoring plenty of goals in this one. But look, if England were to win tonight and Albania, say, or Poland were to not get past the 7-point mark there, which is plausible, isn't it? England could have 12 points, could have a 5-point lead, basically, with only 4 games gone. Remember, only 10 to play in this one. First place qualifies, second place playoffs. Right, let's get to a few more comments. I must just do one more thing before we go to the comments. And, of course, we do have a fan sponsor this season for our watch-alongs, which is Luca, son of Stephen, who's organised this for Luca, who's watched the channel a lot, especially during lockdown. Football is nothing without fans, and I'm nothing without football. Thank you, Luca. And thank you, Stephen, for sponsoring our live watch-alongs. Let's do some comments. Actually, I'm going to read that one out. Where's the one about the Stranglers? You love to see it. Where is it? There we go. Norman Stanley. Anyone see Stuart Pearce in the Stranglers video? Yes, I did. And I'm going to do a clanging name drop here. I know the drummer from the Stranglers, not the original drummer, but Jim, who plays with them now, is a friend of mine. So I'm very interested to see that. Stuart Pearce in the Stranglers video. I knew he was a big fan as well. Right, what are we saying? Leeds 2021 says 3-1 England. Good, we'll take that. Plucky, very stressed. Oh, hope everything's okay, my friend. Evening to Richard. Oh, look at this, CP. All right for some. Going to Wembley for Andorra. Enjoy that. Now, look at that full stadium. Remember Hungary in the Euros was one of the best atmospheres. I know had a lot of 30% full grounds. Narge suspended, so isn't playing. Oh, right. Okay. Where's he gone? Pisa or something? Torino? Where did Narge go? Vicenza? Venezia? Somewhere in Italy. I can't remember. Both SZ pronounced S. Okay. Sobolsai. I'll try, Peter. My Hungarian evidently is not what yours is. Great atmosphere. Again, presumably be full. Looks pretty full to me, apart from the seats behind the dugout there, as the England players sing that national anthem. one of these international venues where if you're not at it, those fans will get on top of you. 3-2 England, 2-0 England, 1-1, 2-1 evening QPR. Funny how Grealish is suddenly in now. Well, it makes some sense, doesn't it? He's not only a top player, now he's playing for a top team as well. A Manchester back four, was it? Yes, it was, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, Man United and Man City, the entire back four. Graham says 2-1 Hungary, hope not. James, a Scotland fan, was disappointed result last night. Good against the Denmark, so we've had COVID problems. Don't play for Villa, says Tommy. No Villa players in there? Mings is on the bench, isn't he? Will Bamford get on? I think so, Callum. I think so. Anything else? Lack of strikes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Greenwood there. There's obviously some kind of agreement that he's out of the squad for the season. And I bet he comes back as well before the World Cup. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Their lovely stadium in Budapest, isn't it? Just Mark would start Bamford against Andorra. Do you know he might do actually? It's the perfect chance to blood striker who deserved on the basis of goals to get in the squad, didn't he? You get, and I always say, no point putting people in the squad if you don't put them on the pitch. You may as well not worry about that. I know they say you get experience around the squad, but blah. So yeah, it'd be good to see Bamford in against Andorra. Chance to get on the score sheet as well. Ask the League of 72 channel when you'll be on there. Put a good word. Oh, nice one. Thank you, QPR forever. Very, very, very kind. Are away fans allowed? Probably not. No, in England, get banned from everywhere. Peanuts. 99 they cents on euros. Thank you very much, Peanuts. And that is a perfect seg. Thank you for that super chat or super stick or whatever it is. Perfect segue for me to do some plugs. ITV have just gone for their ad break. And what am I being sold? An Audi RS. I think they've got the wrong demographic here. Anybody in the chat got an Audi? Because you've got more money than me if you've got an Audi. Nice cars. Hands up if you've got an Audi. In fact, let's do this. In the chat quickly, let me know what car you drive in the chat. Go. I drive a VW Passat, so I'm not going to win this particular one. Let me know what car you drive in the chat and who's got an Audi RS. I'd like one. Not going to happen. Yeah, please hit like wherever you're watching. Subscribe. Where are we? 19,100. We're so close to the 20,000. Can we get there by Christmas? That would be tremendous. Thank you to Peanuts for that super chat. Certainly wasn't Peanuts. A great contributor. He is. Super chats, we'll try and read them all out, of course, and it's a great way to support the channel. Most importantly, though, get your comments in on... Oh, and they're doing they're not doing the Poznan because that's Polish, isn't it? They're facing the right direction as well. Facing the pitch. What is the right direction? There is referee Shakir of Turkey, and I'm going to say who was very good in the Euros, but pretty much most of the refs in the Euros were very good as well. What are we saying? I want to know what cars people drive. There you go. Callum's got an Audi. Ka-ching. You love to see it. A Citroen Picasso. Very nice too. Ken drives the bus. Very nice too. A Vauxhall combo van. Oh, Brian, classic. A bubble car. Nick doesn't drive. There we go. Neither does Annie. Oh, look at Peter with his Mercedes C-Class there. Very nice too. Amanda's on the bike. Peanuts is on the bike. Fiesta, Focus. Yeah, you don't drive. When I lived in South Woodford, I used to drive across the North Circular every day. Goodness me. Toby's scanning 100 channels. Yep. A few bus drivers here. Love it. A Citroen C1. Tremendous stuff. Right. We have kicked off. We'll give you a time sync as big Shazalai. Well, I'm not supposed to pronounce the Z, am I? Shalai up top holds the ball up straight away. Hungary have got possession down the right-hand side. We'll give you a time stamp ASAP as England press forward and the ball is back. With Gulachi, the keeper. He's booted it down the ground. And Pickford has got it. Evening to Jay, Gibbler, Nat as well. Welcome along, guys. Hungary versus England. Outcome, the expectations again. World Cup time. coming up in just over a year. England finalists in the Euros, although Declan Rice just carrying that too far. And I think Calvin Phillips has had to bail him out. And he didn't make the foul there. Kleinheisler came forward with it. Honestly, I thought Phillips was going to get whistled. Lovely ball by Grealish into Kane. Could have been seeing that at Manchester City this season. Kane out to Walker. Could have been seeing that at Manchester City this season. I'll stop saying that. Walker, Phillips. England first bit of possession in the Hungarian half. Stones. Hungarians folding back. The 3 turns to a 5 at the back. Here's Shaw down the left to Mount. Criticism of England when teams do this. Can they play through? Who's the dribbler? Who is the key passer? Where is the imagination? That might be, though. I think Ian Wright was talking about that before we saw the game start. Some nice footage on Twitter today of Ian Wright and Paul Gascoigne meeting up. I tweeted out, what would those two have been worth in current transfer fees? Welcome along, Stephen. Purple Bungalow. Swiss manager is available. What's his name, Annie? I can't remember. Euro seems so far apart. Yes, Nat, there should be a League One dearly departed show. I'll have a word with Nappers. I think he's not isolating anymore now, so hopefully he's feeling better. Hungary have the ball. I'll give you a time stamp. We'll try and give you one on 3 minutes. Hungary 0, England 0. All very even so far. A little bit frenetic. And this time, Kleinheisler is going to get a foul off Mason Mount. Just gets his body in the way. Mount just buffets in behind. Vladimir Petkovic. Yes, indeed. Oh, he did a grand job against France, didn't he? Yeah, brilliant. Rice, an important cog in England, absolutely. Gaza. Well, Jay, I think you've got a perfectly reasonable argument there. If Grealish is worth 100 million now, Gaza would be worth 100 million now, wouldn't he? For sure. What a player he was. Goodness me. He would have picked some holes in the Italy defence, wouldn't he? But I get all your arguments. We won nothing with Gaza either, didn't we? Sadly, only Bobby Charlton and Bobby Moore and Jeff Hurst and all those boys have won anything for England. Here is Schaffer in central midfield. It's knocked forward. Easy for John Stones. Hungary, they're kind of in shape. They do hit the big guy, don't they? Shalai up top. Very energetic, if I remember from the Euros. So it's not going to be easy for England as Grealish draws his first foul of the night. There is nobody better. Nobody better than he, drawing in defenders and winning free kicks. Peanuts on the Acca. England, Italy, Belgium, Andorra, and Czechs. Good luck, my friend. And obviously, I have an affiliation with Betfair, so I would recommend them, of course. Here is Maguire. Maguire into Kane, who's come all the way short into a kind of left midfield position. Kane with a big switch there. It's not a good ball by Kane, but they've got a bit of a muddle there, the Hungarians. Here's Sterling in off the right. Sterling, nice feed to Mount. Mount floats the shot. Kind of bobbled up just before he hit it. I think Mount knew, even as he was hitting that ball, that was going skyward. Great defending there. The left wing back, Fiola, came in short to cover the ball when he didn't really need to. And you're seeing a lot of this from the Hungarian defenders there, as if to say, look, don't go off position and chase the ball. A couple of mistakes there. The the left wing, the right wing back, also just running that one out of play as well. The Wolves player on loan at Grasshoppers in Zurich. Now, remember the fabulous shape of the Hungarians in the Euros. Very well drilled. Lots of even Chinese soldier-like banks of players. Yeah, most definitely. They were good, weren't they? Most definitely punched their weight, didn't they? Jay, thanks for the content this week. The boss is home. Hog. Dini! I can't scream. I'm too tired. God. Look at the state of me. Dear me. 3 hours sleep at a time. What are you going to do, hey? Throw into the Hungarians. Viola, the left wing back. Taking his time. going to get whistled if he takes any longer. Throws it down the line and it's turned over. Back to England. Maguire, nice little step out of defence. The Hungarians having less and less of the ball. But, and you probably don't want to hear this, even if the Hungarians were to win this game, I bet they wouldn't have more than 40% possession. Probably less. They're definitely set up to absorb and then go. Decent side, though, for sure, as we saw in the Euros. Welcome along, Rob. Estonia beating Belgium, are they? Dearie me. Did Martinez get sacked after? Can someone update me after the Euros? Because that felt like a bit of a failure for Belgium. Here's Grealish, left-hand side. Grealish into the box. Feeds Shaw. Fully committed. Bola, the right wing-back, slides it out. Not the best ball from Grealish. Just under-hit that, didn't he? I think Shaw knows that as well. But it's going to be a corner to England. Left-footed. Shaw just places that, overhanging the quadrant. Make sure he can get as much distance between the flag. In it comes, left-footed, headed goalwards, Maguire. First chance of the game over the top. And he's very good in the air, Maguire. He'll consider that a chance. Yeah, he probably should hit the target there, shouldn't he? Let's see how much pressure was on him. Stones does a great block there. 6 to 1, half dozen the other. Everyone's pulling everyone. Yeah, he should hit the target with that, shouldn't he, Maguire? Just concentrating a bit more on the jump than the direction there. Magyar possession sweep, 31%. It's probably not going to be high. Martinez still hanging in there. You can still find him. Joe, do I think Greenwood should have been in the squad? I mean, I like him very, very much. There's obviously some odd agreement that they've got with Greenwood. And it might be something like, I'm going to try Bamford, then I'm going to try Watkins, and then you're going to come back in the end and whoever. But give me some time. Throw in to the Hungarians. Bola taking his time. Tosses it in. Kleinheisler knocks it off. Switch of play. Oh, dear. That's probably the third unforced error by the Hungarians. Tried to switch from right wing back to left. Dreadful ball and possession turned over. And Kyle Walker trots forward. And he's going to take the throw in. Jay, fair point that. We score early, they'll have to come out. Conversely, the longer it goes, Jay, the more emboldened they'll get. To be fair to the Hungarians, we're not saying they're just sitting in. They will press. We saw that in the Euros, quite a brave side. So no disrespect at all. Here is Walker, Rice, Maguire, Mount. Keep that ball moving, England. Rice back to Maguire, knocked off by Grealish. Shaw down the line. And yeah, again, that's where you just want to see them looking slightly more comfortable on the ball, don't you? Just forcing it against the kind of stacked defences there. Cleared away, headed back by Shaw. England pick it up again. Lots of possession here now building up for England. There's Phillips. They can definitely get these midfielders rotating against this kind of static Hungarian shape. Sterling's been fouled now. What do our numbers say? Yeah, 68% possession for England. Grealish is going to take the throw. He's rotated over to the right-hand side. He's not going to take it at all. He's just moving back. Referee's having a word with, I think, Fiola, the left wing back for Hungary. 10 minutes gone. Nothing doing, but England are the better side, aren't they? We can see the pattern of the game, and as is the case with a lot of these qualifiers, it's going to be patience. Shaw crosses it in looking for Phillips, who's the furthest man forward for England. Here is Sterling. Walker. And it's worked back to Maguire. England seeming to try and just pull Hungary out to start the attack again. Walker. Phillips out on the right wing. And Sterling knocks it back in. Got to keep that ball moving quickly. Got to get a nice variation on the passing as well. If it is going to be 68% possession, we don't want to see that 68% possession all in front of two wing backs and the two fellas in front, Kleinheisler and Schaffer for Hungary. That is what's happening at the moment, but let's be patient as we want the England players to be too. Walker down the line. Keep comments coming. Keep your questions coming in. Topics. It might be a slow burner, this one. So yeah, we might need plenty to talk about in the chat. Keep it coming. 12 minutes up. Sorry, we never did a time sync. Let me know if you want a proper time sync. I'm watching on an ITV TV feed, so you may be a little bit behind me if you're watching on the ITV Hub app or on a smart TV. Clicked into the channel for Kane, who's onside. Kane over the right-hand side of the box. And, well, Kane had about 3 touches before the flag went up then. Kane gives the thumbs up. Yeah, he's well offside, isn't he? Walker clipped it over the top, but didn't quite time the run there. And the Hungarians, well, it's just hoiked forward. They won't keep much possession there. Oh, nice back heel there by Szoboszlai, if I'm trying these Hungarian names. It's given away again, and the Hungarians just it's basically pretty much attack against defence so far. Here is Shaw to Grealish. Grealish closed down. Draws another foul, I think the second of the night. What are we drinking tonight? Yeah, I'm being good now. I think I'm on the water. What's anybody's tipple tonight? Here's Shaw down the left. Grealish takes it off him. Grealish looked like he got fouled again, actually. That looked more of a foul than the last one he got. Here's Shaw. Maguire. England nice and high up the pitch. Centre-backs probably about 30 yards from goal there. 30, 40 yards from goal, Maguire. Rice is, in fact, behind the 2 centre-backs. All the other England players in the attacking half. Let's be quite frank about this. The defenders aren't really doing much defending for England. It's all a possession. Here's Shaw. Shaw, nice little drop into Kane. Kane whips it in. Sterling's arriving on the back post. Ball loops up. And it is hoiked clear. England starting to turn the screw now. Chambers has been watching whilst in the shower. Very nice. Hopefully the iPad stayed out of the shower, I take it. Do you think England fans will get slated by the other teams if we sing 3 lines? Well, of course we will. Nobody likes us. What are you going to do, hey? And they're kind of missing the irony of that song, but there you go. If you get it, you get it. And if you don't, the explanation's wasted anyway, isn't it? Here is Grealish. Clips that into Shaw. I thought that was going out. Shaw's kept it alive and it's cleared away. And Maguire has been pulled up for a foul there, just a bit heavy into the challenge. Alexander-Arnold, Walker or Reece James? Well, I've always been a big Reece James fan from the Championship days, but I understand playing Walker and I understand the perk of Walker, the pace and the fact he gives you a centre-half as well. But so does Reece James now as well. I think what Alexander-Arnold struggles from, but the problem for Alexander-Arnold is that the way Klopp uses fullbacks is so unique, isn't it? That it's very much possible to be a good Liverpool player without necessarily being a good England player. Sugar-free dark berry tango. That sounds very nice. Zigzag. Graham. I've started to watch Sweden v Spain. It's not attack versus defence. To be fair, Graham, I watched Sweden in the Euros and they were horribly defensive, weren't they? But hopefully not so in a qualifier. %79% on the possession. Crikey, has it gone up? Yeah. You're not wrong, Annie. Walker clips it into the channel. Nice ball by Walker. Sterling looking to get in behind, but they've doubled up again. At least some variation in the passing. Sterling looks like he's pulled up there. In fact, Sterling is sat down on his backside, feeling his left. It's like the ball of his ankle on his left foot. Oh no, he's looking at his knee now. He's been offered a handshake by Shallai. He's not getting one. Wasn't actually completely innocuous. I don't know what happened there. Might have just planted his foot wrong into the turf there. Looks like he's okay. Maybe his pride was hurting there. Here's Phillips to Grealish to Mount to Shaw. To Mount. Phillips. Maguire. Stones. Sterling, who's moving okay by the looks of it. Walker back to Stones. Hungary back in that sort of 5-4-1 shape. Everybody in their own half. Trying to squeeze it a little bit now as well. They're about 5-10 metres and the centre-halves keep trying to push up from the edge of the box. So you can see they're trying to condense the game into pretty much a low block inside their own half and spring out off big Shallai. And here comes a counter. Knocked half and inside to Shuffer. Good shape by England. And not a hell of a lot Hungary can really do to play through that. They're going to keep trying, though. And Shaffer works it out to Keskes, but they've gone all the way back home. Joe, do you think England have a chance at the World Cup? Of course they do, yeah. Yeah, it just needs a bit of a tweak as we go, and maybe they can have another tournament where they go deep. They've got to kind of stick with what they're doing, but try and add in what was missing at the Euros. And let's be fair, they were penalties away from winning them, weren't they? So they're not far off. Depends whether you think the World Cup's harder than the Euros. Some people do, some people don't. Here's Grealish. Grealish into the box. Knocks that down. Here's Kane, edge of the box. Kane! Oh, drives that one. And we've seen him score from there tons and tons of times. Normally, he would shape that into the corner. And he kind of sticks his foot through it there. Some un-Kane-like finish, that, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah. By most normal players' standards, that's a half chance. But by Harry Kane's standards, you normally expect to see them flying in the net, don't you? Walker coming forward, trying to find Mount arriving on the edge of the box. Good tracking by Klein Heisler. So look, Maguire with the header, Kane, no big chances yet, but the two best chances of the game falling to England in the first 20. Here comes, though, a Hungary counter-attack with Salai down the left-hand side. England back in shape. Try to switch easy for sure. And famous last words here. England look comfortable defensively. Here's Maguire. Thanks, Annie. Italy 1, Bulgaria 0, Northern Ireland 1, Lithuania 0. Kane snatched at that a wee bit. Yeah, I agree. And if there's one player I never expect to snatch at a shot, it's Harry Kane, really. Brilliant finisher, obviously. So not quite in his rhythm yet. Sure, to Mount. Mount to Rice. To Walker. To Sterling. Kane knocks it off to Sterling again. Phillips over on the right-hand side. Phillips marauds, doesn't he, when he plays for England, whilst Rice kind of sits in front of the centre-backs. More of a 4-1, 4-1 these days with England, isn't it? 4-3-3, whatever you want to call it. They're blokes on a pitch, whatever shape they get in. Here's Sterling. Sterling down the right. Nice dribble. Gets a bit lucky. It's going to bounce for Kane, who's all the way over by the touchline. Kane, outside of the right foot. Unorthodox pass there. Left footer would have been the right one, but finds Phillips nonetheless, who might question Harry Kane's passing. Maguire. Nice little sidestep by Rice there, and here's Shaw. And again, the Hungarians all tucked in. Back behind the ball. Little press by the right wing back, but everybody else just sat back. Grealish. Oh, lovely dink over the top by Grealish and Shaw. I didn't see that pass. A beautiful pass by Grealish there. Just steps inside. Great idea. Just overhit it slightly. Maybe Shaw wasn't even quite on his wavelength there, but maybe that's what you need. Someone to pick apart a stacked defence. Certainly what we need today. Dan Ballard has scored for Northern Ireland. Arsenal centre-half on loan at Millwall at Blackpool last season. One of our Championship boys. Thanks for the heads up, guys. I'm sure quite a few Championship players playing tonight. Some dearly departed as well. Is there? I suppose Mings is on the bench. Grealish isn't at Villa anymore, is he? Watford, Norwich, Brentford, Leeds. Phillips is playing, isn't he, for Leeds? So we got a few representatives in the teams we normally cover. 23 minutes and 10 on the clock. Let me know if you want a proper timestamp. Very much attack versus defence in this game. Hungary sat behind the ball. England, 76% possession. Hungary have not had a shot or a corner or really any kind of attack of note. So it's going to be a case of patience and concentration for England and trying to knock the door down in the end. Phillips, Maguire. Looking forward to seeing Maguire's heat map. He's been over halfway for most of the game, I think. Hungary have got 2 players down now. Klein Heisler went down first. And I think Szoboszlai also went down. He was the one that put the ball out of play. Am I doing a dearly departed transfer roundup? Yeah, I think I probably should do, really. Shouldn't I? Yeah, that sounds fun. We'll get nappers on for League One, and I'll do one for Leeds, Villa, Norwich, Watford, and Brentford. Well done, Ballard. Sad loss for Paul and a great future for now. An ex-Blackpool in Northern Ireland, 11th, really. Wow. Watford centre-back Cathcart playing for Northern Ireland. Centre-back turned right back this season. And here, isn't he? Been using him over on that side, hasn't he? But yeah, good to see some of the dearly departed boys playing. Welcome, NFFC Owen. And welcome, Ben, late to the party with Jamiroquai in his background there. Virtual insanity. Someone's just sent me a cuddle emotion on Facebook, I can see there. You can do that if you really want, or you can hit like, which may be more what the doctor ordered. Stoppage here still continuing. John Stones just sort of chattering away, presumably about how England are going to progress the ball forward in this game. They're making it tricky. Train spotter. Congratulations on your baby. What did you have? Thank you very much. I had a human, a female one. Ulson playing for Sweden. That's a very new deal, championship signing, right? That's Sheffield United now, testing me out. Is there 3 games this international break? I just saw ITV plug in Poland v England on Wednesday. Is there 3 this round? Incredible. Yeah, I suppose we are on a tight schedule given the lateness of the Euros. Although obviously we'd started the World Cup qualifying before the Euros even started. Yeah, 3 games. Okay. Should be fun. Should be fun. Wenlock Young Team. Great transfer roundup video. Thank you very much. How would you sum up your transfer business with a thumbs up, down? Really good. Yeah, really, really good. They've brought in a lot of players who quite a few of them have dropped down a level. So yeah, the business has been really good. Obviously, hard reset at my team. Ipswich, 26 players out, 19 players in. So it's going to take a bit of time. But in terms of the type of player that's come in, yeah, more than happy. Squad looks way better than last season for sure. Are they counting Soccer Aid as a qualifier? If Big Sam's the manager, he'll certainly be adding that to his record. Russ, these surely better. Don't spend it on nappies. Russ, guess where I went today with Shaylee? Costco. Unbelievable. Nappies have been bought today, and nappy sacks, and baby wipes, and formula, and all of that good stuff. Thank you, Russ. Very, very kind. My friend, more focused on finding it. Yeah, right. Are you telling me this is a bit of a dull watch, Annie? You might be right. The Hungarians making life hard for England and making life hard for us who want some entertainment here. But what are you going to do? Greatest transfer window of all time. Woof. Oh, the remaining 3 in October, Richard. And then we're all done. Wow. So, sorry, let me just block this person who's spamming. Goodbye. Clipped forward. Walker heads down. Russ says, and that's just for you. Here's the thing, Russ. I went and did my musical bingo over at the retirement home that I do, one of my little jobs I do. And I bought a San Miguel from the bar in the retirement home. So shall we say you bought my beer for me? And I'll say thank you for my beer last night. Thank you, Russ. Does that work? And Dora, 2-0 up against the mighty San Marino. God. Proper whipping boys, aren't they? Poor old San Marino. Surely somewhere like Watford has got a bigger population than San Marino. Have you bought the baby thing from Planet Blue yet? No, Nick. I haven't had to buy it because 2 separate people have bought it for me, would you believe? In 2 different sizes as well. So it'll last. There we go. Corner for England. I'll stop this. Best gig I've been to. Let me just process that for a sec. And I'll think of a few. So corner from the right-hand side for England, 29:33 on the clock. In it comes Maguire. Ooh, such a danger. He nearly got in front again. I think there's a foul just in front of Maguire, but it looked like he was getting on the end of that. The old John Terry Butcher, Tony Adams charge into the box. Brave defending, actually, to be fair, by Orban of Red Bull Leipzig. And nodded down. Best gig I've ever been to, honestly, probably is the Led Zeppelin reunion, which is the only gig that Plant and Page and Jones have done since Led Zeppelin, or since John Bonham finished. So probably that one, which was just fantastic. Here is Shall I? Tries to play that down the right. And Hungary just having no possession. No possession. It's attack versus defence. 76% on the possession here. And Hungary just frankly sitting in. Is Sterling down the right-hand side. Tries to play the 1-2 with Kane. Sterling goes down. Needs to prevent a corner. Cleared away by Shall I? Kleinheisler knocks that back into Shall I again. And Hungary popping it about now. There you go. Some possession for the Hungarians. And guess what happens as soon as I say that? Booted down the ground and out it goes. England passing it about, making Hungary do the running. Eventually they'll get tired and the gaps will open. I hope so. I hope so. What do I think the greatest year for music was? Christ. Somewhere between 1967 and 1975 probably, but there we go. Are Ipswich going to return this season? Where to? Gillingham? I hope so, but don't be surprised if they don't. Here's Mount on the left wing. He hasn't had a touch for a while, has he? Mount holds that one up, goes into Maguire. Forest Cardiff next Sunday. Will you do a watch along? Yes. That's actually down as a Betfair sponsored watch along as well. So yeah, look forward to that. Might even get the guy from Betfair on actually. That'd be good fun. I've got you drinking it out. Russ, this is not an old, but you've been to mine, haven't you? It's a very posh retirement home. Actually, there's an old people's home in the village the other side. Johnny Cash, impressive, Nick. I hear the train is coming. Bloody hell, Ben. How did you get to Led Zeppelin? My mate got tickets. It was just a raffle, wasn't it? And I think he said to me, Ben, I offered it to you because you were the only one that would come up with the money. I think it's like 140 quid or something. And this was in, when was that gig? Like 2007 or something? Don't know. But it was tremendous. Very, very good. Very good indeed. And Jason Bonham, John Bonham's son, is a fine drummer. A very fine drummer. Like his dad. Here's Harry Kane. Knocks it short to Stones. Phillips. Phillips goes long. It's a poor ball. Phillips slipped as he hit that. So it was always going to fly through to the keeper. I don't know if I can read that out without getting done for libel. So I won't. But I don't have an opinion on it until I've read up on the pure facts on Richarlison and whatever rituals he's taking. Any opinions in the comments, and not necessarily those of the channel. Accrington population 35,000, San Marino 33,000. There you go. I've been to Accrington. Ipswich lost. They always actually did beat Accrington once. Oh, slipped through. Goodness me, by Boller for Salai. Yeah, Ipswich have lost to Accrington a couple of times recently. Grealish goes down. Tremendous from Grealish there. Nice slow motion fall over there from Captain Jack. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, the one time Ipswich beat Accrington, they got really lucky because that actually, I'll give Jack his credit there. That looked quite painful actually. Stood on his back foot as he was planting it in. Hungary nearly getting in on the counter attack there. Just if that final ball from Boller, the wing back, was a bit better, a little bit of shape on that, curling it in. There's a chance there. Instead, he's got a yellow card for... if he meant that was a naughty foul on Grealish. If he meant to plonk his foot down there. And did you see today, Craig Forsyth got retrospectively... I don't know whose testicular area he trod on. Who was that in the Forest Derby game the other night? That's a fair point, Joseph. Good positioning from Maguire. Yes, that should be taken into account. He made the pass harder by narrowing the angle, didn't he? Fair point indeed. If you do the FIFA World Rankings per capita, San Marino are ranked 15, England are 82nd, Faroe Islands are first. Do you think we should introduce some kind of handicap system per capita? try and penalise the Russians and the Americans and the Chinese for having the biggest populations, yeah? Sterling was trying to get in down the right there. Should be a corner. I don't know which way he's given that, actually. Definitely comes off shall I? The thumb's gone up for the pass. I'm sure the more impatient fans would be pleased to see some variation in the England passing and going direct every now and then. Was it Zinkernagel? Yeah. Did we think he did it on purpose? Well, it doesn't matter what we think. The EFL did. So Forsyth has been banned now. Grealish clips that one in near post. Headed out. Phillips, lovely little... Oh, it's the right idea by Phillips. I was going to say lovely little pass inside. Oh, he's done really well to win it back, though, Phillips. Just overhit it to Mount there. Nice little round the corner attempt, but yeah. Oof. 1994. Nas, Notorious B.I.G. Nirvana. Notorious. What's that? Duran Duran. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. I just love your flashy ways. Guess that's why they're broken. You're so paid. Biggie, biggie, biggie. Oh, I love that album. Here is Phillips. Sterling. Walker. Walker, nice feed to Phillips again. Phillips comes inside. Again, Hungary, 20 men behind the ball here. Here's Maguire. Didn't think it was on purpose. Just stepping backwards. Which one? Forsyth or the Hungarian fella? Boller, who did get the yellow card, didn't he? Kane. Oh, nice little ball in by Kane to Grealish. Grealish couldn't quite control. Oh, Phillips tries to then play the reverse ball through to Kane. Phillips, just, if his radar's just set, he's nearly had two beautiful passes in the last, not two beautiful passes, two clever, progressive passes for sure. Uh, 37 are gone. 71% possession to England. 3 shots to 0. All quiet on the Western Front. Here's Boller for Hungary. Give and go. Good defended by Mount. Shaw with a bit of hospital ball there into Sterling, who's robbed. Not his fault. Sterling does well to snap back. And, Walker, I thought had drawn a foul. Referee let it go. Rice then comes in to bail him out and makes the foul. Harry Maguire is saying, what about the first foul on Walker? Now, I need to work out whether I'm being a biased England fan here. I thought the first one was a foul. Let's watch the replay and see if I'm wrong. No, I don't think I am wrong. Let me know what you think in the chat. I thought big Shall I fouled. Yeah, he did foul him. This referee's good. I'm surprised he missed that. Let me know what you think in the chat there. Reminiscent of Denmark. Yeah, we all know where that free kick went, didn't we? Who put that in? I can't remember. It was a lad from Sampdoria. It's like the Euros have just completely gone out of my brain now. But yes, a tester for Pickford. And this is one of those where the keeper's had utterly nothing to do. And now he might have a shot come over the wall. It's going to be Szoboszlai, the number 10, I think, with the right foot. Phillips, as ever for England, lying down behind the wall. Good position, this. These guys practice these day in, day out. He tries the sort of Drogba attempt, or the Hasselbank, whatever you want to call it. Side foot, but with power. I don't think he stuck his laces through it. And he couldn't get it up and down. Let's have a look. Yeah. It's dipping down, but well over the crossbar. Woof. Damsgaard, yes. That was him. He had a good Euros, didn't he, after Christian Eriksen, sadly. What's the latest on Christian Eriksen? Anyone know? In terms of any type of recovery, to whatever extent that means, of course. I went to the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Lovely stuff. Sounds noisy. Here is Szoboszlai again. It's turned over. Maguire knocks it forward. I have to say, last 2-3 minutes, Hungary have been with the better side, haven't they? Watching this game felt like watching the Belgian Grand Prix all over again. Was the Belgian Grand Prix quite dull? Is that what we're saying? Liam starting his new job tomorrow. Congratulations, my friend. Good luck. Make sure you turn up on time. Smile. Turn up before the boss is normally good advice. What do I think of Arsenal relegation battle? I should laugh, should I? I'm not sure they'll be down there for too much of the season, but certainly a horrible start for poor old Arsenal. Grealish to Shaw down the left. Shaw with the right foot knocks it back up the line. Maguire, that's a horrible ball, isn't it? Plays it down the line. Grealish has put, that's such a silly foul. Oh, it's not been given. Well, the lighter touch, I've thought there's 2 England fouls. I thought let go. There's a clear hand in the back there on Grealish, but doesn't get the foul. Hungary break down the line, and it's out for an England throw. Phillips to Walker, 42 gone. 0-0. Definitely a foul. Well, I thought so, Joseph. Thought you shoved him in the back. Keep your hands to yourself. That's what I say. That's what the laws say as well, frankly. Joe, clear foul. Yeah, I thought so. There we go. Captain Jack's reputation preceding him there. Here's Phillips. Rice. Shaw. Grealish. Shaw. Maguire. Is this where England lack the Jorginho playmaker, Busquets type player? Just someone to run the game. Remember Two-Guy for Blackburn? Throw him in there. What a player he was. Are we going to get another look at this shove in the back on Grealish? I don't think we are. Going to have to let it go. Watched the Scottish game last night. Boyd and McFadden sound like a Scottish folk band. Tremendous stuff. Can we call him Captain Jack anymore? Yeah, of course we can. Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Or Captain Jack Sparrow, even. What's the better reference? A Billy Joel song or a Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Turkish Delight. Beautiful stuff. England lacks Scott Twine. Tremendous. But they have Phillips. Well, he's not used as a deep line playmaker for England, though, is he? Rice is kind of sat where Phillips would be sat if he was playing for Leeds. So maybe Rice needs to be forward and pressing, and Phillips needs to be pulling the strings. Good point, actually, that, Russ. Where are the goals, Amanda? Yeah. Is a pertinent question. Not forthcoming. Those pesky Hungarians are just not rolling over and letting us score. Bulgaria equalising against Italy. Dare I call them European champions, Italy. 44-30 on the clock. Oh, lovely ball by Shaw, looking for Mount. Mount trying the sort of half volley back heel as Grealish ran inside him. If you pulled it off, Grealish was in. He didn't. Kind of want that to be the other way around, with Grealish back heeling it to Mount and Mount running. Uh, 2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. 0-0. England have now managed 70% possession. Woof. Kane, nice little knock around the corner to Sterling on the right. Sterling back to Kane. Given away by Kane. Here comes a Hungarian counter, possibly. No, they give it away indeed. Poor stuff. Oh, Kane tries to slide it through to Grealish, and it kind of hit his ankle as he was running through. Really messy 45 seconds of international football there. Here's Shaw. Shaw to Grealish. Grealish to Rice. Rice out to Sterling. Sterling to Walker. Walker, poor cross by him. But it's knocked back out to Sterling, who sizes up the cross and runs his man beautifully. Nice cutback. Mount hits the shot. Block. Good play by Sterling there. Phillips, cool and calm. 1 minute of stoppage time gone. England finishing strongly. No big chance created yet, though. Walker crosses it in, headed away. A nice little take on the chest there by Szoboszlai. I think that's going to be it for England attacking phases this half. The Hungarians have the ball and England are back in shape. Sterling, silly foul on Klein High, so we had both arms around him. Clear foul by Sterling there, Klein Heisler. I had a good podcast the other day, actually. I asked them a question on Twitter and they answered it as well, which was nice. It's called Seen Them Given, about refereeing. I actually asked them about my pet hate of the ball being shepherded out. And they explained to me, I never knew the wording of the law. I could have just looked it up, I guess. But you can shield the ball as long as it's within playing distance. So, for example, when a player's shepherding the ball out, if they stay within playing distance, and they don't make a motion towards the other player, that's fine. But they don't do that, do they? Half time. Hungary 0, England 0. Yeah, that was a half of football, wasn't it? Not terribly exciting. We'll apportion some of the blame to Hungary, who have sat in. But let's be fair to Hungary. What are you going to do? Just let England turn up and attack, and let England's quality players get through. So England have, look, I was going to say England haven't been playing the speed of passing that you'd think might work its way through, but they never do they? They are a slow, methodical team, England under Southgate. So you don't expect them to turn into Bielsa's Leeds all of a sudden, do you? Let's have a look at the numbers. Get your thoughts in on that half, or don't. Ask a question and we'll go to halftime Q&A. Let's have a look at the numbers. And yes, you can see the pattern of the game. Look at that. Hungary, 31% possession. One shot, which was that free kick that went over the bar. So Hungary have not created or particularly intended to create any chances from open play whatsoever. England 4 shots, none on target. No big chances. We've seen plenty of qualifiers like this over the years where fans have got really frustrated and grumpy and little bit of sometimes a little bit reasonably, but in the main quite unreasonably getting frustrated at England. And then they nick a goal in the second half and win 1-0, don't they? We've seen that many, many times, and everyone comes away and kind of goes, oh, well, there you go. They won. Was anybody's life enriched by that experience? So, honestly, I'd take that right now. I'm sure you guys would as well, just force the goal in the second half and move on. Do not get caught, though, for goodness sakes. The state of the England table at the moment tells us that Poland and Andorra are both winning. Hungary obviously will stay within 2 points. England would go on to 10. Remember, England have already beaten Poland, and they would also have Hungary to play at Wembley. And I'm going to say something that no one's going to want to hear. If England draw, God, that advert made me giddy. They got some building in Dubai with some lady stood on the top of it, obviously superimposed in on there, but made me giddy. I thought, don't stand up there, love. if you fall, that's going to leave a mark. You probably might not even make it to hit the ground, for goodness sakes. It's combusting midair or something. What I was going to say, which no one wants to hear, is if England drew this game, but then beat Hungary at Wembley, and if England do not lose away in Poland, they will qualify. That's about the size of it, because the rest of the group is, of course, Andorra, San Marino, and Albania, which is presumably another 9 points. So it's one of those where it's all a little bit blur, but could actually draw this game and it'd be absolutely fine. But you don't want me to be saying that. You want England to sweep all before them, don't you? Right. What are we saying? Take this opportunity to remind people to like, subscribe, and check out that. It's very good, Russ. Let's do that. Let's quickly do that. People love it when I do long extended plugs, don't they? Hit like, whichever platform you're watching on. Facebook. Kudos to the person, whoever on Facebook's given me a cuddle with a heart. That's cool. Appreciate that. Thumbs up on Twitter and on YouTube, of course. Please hit subscribe. Let me give you a live subscriber count. This feels like the Euros. What have we got? Oh, God. See, now I've just seen a stupid comment on my YouTube and I want to reply to it and eviscerate the person. But, hey, I'll wait till after we're done here. Sorry, my phone's taking ages to load up. We'll leave that there and I'll give you a live subscriber count. Anyway, please hit subscribe, ring the bell, blah, blah, blah. Refresh. Support via Super Chat and Super Stickers. Thank you, Russ and Peanuts, who did in the first half. 19,177. 19,177 is the subscriber count. We are closing in on 19,200. Woof. Merchandise, Benjamin Blue Merch.store. Good way to support the channel. And also you can head over to Patreon, where we have some extra content. We've been quiet this month, but my Patrons have been lovely and all given me their blessing to figure out how to live with a baby in the house and focus on sleeping. But we're going to be doing another roundtable on Patreon. The Patrons have a bit of a debate with me about some stuff. We do live Q&As, not live Q&As, pre-records, and vlogs, things of that nature. So, get involved over on Patreon as well. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all of that good stuff. If you want to see my daughter, follow my Mrs. Shaylee on Instagram as well. But it's loads of photos up there. That advert wasn't superimposed. I'll believe that when I see that, Richard. Seen the making of... Richard, can you DM me that? I'd be interested to watch that, but it'll probably make me a little bit giddy. Yes, you get involved in the roundtables, and Russ was very good value actually on the roundtable. You would think from some of Russ's comments in here that, you know, it'd be a bit iffy, but he talked loads of sense. It's almost like people in person, you know, they're different than when they're commenting. And he was very good value, wasn't he? If anyone watched that on Patreon, I'm jesting with you, Russ. Of course, you were great, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again. Should we delay it until Norwich have got at least a point, though? Because I just think you're going to be miserable if they don't. Liam, welcome along. Who else are we talking about? Using the international break to see some random football after Northampton versus Scunthorpe, says John. I've never been to that stadium. Sixfields. I live quite close now, John. Wave as you go by if you go A421. Mr. Radio Floyd, heroically, thank you. It's a super sticker, £1.99. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Radio Floyd. Not the first time he's commented. Halftime entertainment with BB. Live comment roasted. Sorry, I feel bad now. Russ will roast me back. He probably already has done about 5 times in the comments, but there we go. Germany won up in Liechtenstein, 84% on the possession. Woof. Woof. Indeed. There, what are we saying? Chris, all Saturday 3 o'clock matches on iFollow. I might go for Wimbledon versus Oxford. Should we do a super stream on Saturday, Chris? Are you up for that? Chris, the king of iFollow. Chris has actually got shares in iFollow. I think he owns about half of iFollow after last season. The legend, Chris, with his multiple email addresses to watch 10,000 different iFollow games every week. What a hero. We got some great subscribers here, haven't we? Bamford, come on and win this. It's not a bad shout, that, actually. Something a bit different, isn't it? Get Lee Pitts in if you're... Oh, poor old Lee. Yeah, Lee's a very unhappy Sheffield United fan. Go on, then. Give me an update on your club's season so far before we get back to the second half. Let me know how it's going. I'll give you an update on my club's season. Signed 19 players, won 0 games. The bedding in period continues. Robert, Mason Mount never looks the same playing for England. It's a slightly different system, isn't it, Robert? Yeah, it is. They play the 3 for Chelsea, don't they? And I have to say, and I've long thought this, international teams are not as good as Champions League teams, are they? The Champions League team's pattern of play is so much more solid. And of course, you know, you can sign players from different nations to play in your Champions League team for sure, can't you? Chris is to blame for taking up all the iFollow bandwidth. Exactly. It's like, you know, in the Batcave, when Bruce Wayne has got all the screens, that's Chris's iFollow setup. Problem is, there's only 3 survivors. Oh, is there? League One, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe that won't work, but there we go. Do I have a non-league team? I don't know. Do I have a non-league team? Is there one around here? Do Bedford have a non-league team? That'd probably be my non-league team. Yeah, there we go. Peter, how's Bon doing at Ipswich? QPR fan. He's doing good. Obviously, he had the indignity of, in front of the cameras, missing a horrible chance. He's actually scored 3 goals and finished very well. But, yeah, it's all very, at the moment, unfortunately, at my team, Ipswich, very throw a lot at the wall and see what sticks at the moment. And, of course, they've got Joe Pigott there as well. And Paul Cook loves a 4-2-3-1, doesn't he? So, yeah. But yeah, he's done fine. Bon, obviously that miss was a problem for him, wasn't it? Selena is a good signing for Ipswich. Yeah, looking forward to seeing him back. Another ridiculous signing. Should be in the Championship, shouldn't he? Still hope Reading get Andy Carroll. I'd quite like Reading to get Andy Carroll. I think that would be incredibly fascinating to see what that type of quality player, but with that type of fitness issues. Obviously, we had Jack Wilshere last season, who's a massively high caliber player, but just Bournemouth couldn't get him on the pitch, could they? I think we did have a few opinions on the retrospective ban for Scythe. I think most people were with the EFL for once. When will Norwich get a point? I think against Watford, Amanda. I don't think they're going to get anything against Arsenal. I think if it was at Carrow Road, I think I'd give them a chance of getting some points. I think they've got Watford after that, haven't they? So I think it might be game 5 for Norwich, if I got my numbers correct there. You could have been at Cheltenham. No, no offer would have been lucrative enough at the time that game went on. In fact, would that have been No. Enid was born the night Ipswich lost to Newport in the Carabao Cup and played the reserves. There we go. I think he might have threatened to cuddle me. Yeah, that would have been the thing. Arsenal v Norwich, proper relegation. Stop it. Thoughts on... Now, I didn't see this, so I'll put that to the chat. I was working last night. Imagine that. Portugal v Ireland. What happened? What happened? Josh, don't know. Watford's a bit of a bogey team. Not too confident about that one. Yeah. Oh, dear. Okay. They get some points soon. Just need another 35 of them to survive. There we go. Look out for Weymouth. Didn't Steve Claridge play for Weymouth when he was about 42 years old or something? There we go. Right. I am going to do, as I normally do at halftime, and just take 2 minutes. Okay. So please do not go anywhere. And I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I will return. Ding, 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 ding. I'll leave you with some Iron Maiden there, just what you've always wanted. Right, sorry, I'm just padding because I'm looking for the advert because it's saved in another thing and I can't find it. Right, there we go. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere, okay? Don't go anywhere, guys. I mean, you can, but make sure you come back because the stream will be returning in a couple of minutes. If you haven't already, and you're not going anywhere, hit subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications on the Benjamin Bloom channel. Like this stream, keep your comments coming. And if you want, you can give it a share. And what better place to go and share than over on Twitter, where you can find me at Benjamin Bloom. Lots of stuff goes down that feed. And if you ever need to contact me, the DMs are open. Forgive me, it might take a couple of days to get through all of them. At Benjamin Bloom on Twitter. You can also support us over at our Teespring store, www.benjaminbloommerch.store. Don't forget the 2 M's in a row. Buy yourself a t-shirt, a mug, phone case, hoodies, all sorts of good stuff over there. Great way to represent our community over here. If you do get something, make sure you send me a picture over on Twitter, in fact, and I will get that retweeted. You can also support over on Patreon, www.patreon.com/BenjaminBloom. A direct way to support my work here monthly. Get yourself a little bit of extra content each month. And thank you to everybody on Patreon. We really could not have got through what has been happening in the world without you. Before we return, get those comments filled up. Questions, topics, etc. And enjoy the rest of the stream. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the footballing extravaganza that has been Hungary 0, England 0. It's been pretty much like Brazil versus Italy in 1982. No, it's been pretty dull attack versus defence affair. England haven't forced a big chance yet, haven't scored. Hungary haven't had a shot on target. To be fair, England haven't had a shot on target either yet, but they've certainly had the majority of the ball, the majority of the possession. But again, I'll say it, a draw would actually be fine for England, presuming they could beat Hungary at Wembley in terms of the big picture. But obviously, for our entertainment immediately, we'd like to see some goals. But there we go. Is that the XG? Oh, my God. 0.03 and 0.12. Yes. Yeah, that's pathetic, isn't it? Deary me. Goodness. What else are we saying here? Mackies have stitched me up, not turned up. Yeah, that's disappointing. Disappointing. Oh, I like that. There we go. We kicked off the second half. Who's the best player for your team this season so far? Get that in there. God, who would be the best player for Ipswich so far this season? Kyle Edwards for 30 minutes against Cheltenham. Oh, no, how that turned out. Yeah, answer that one. I like that question. Who's been the best player for your team so far this season? Only one. Only one. Let's get some names, some star players coming in. Right, so we are at 45-39. Zinkernagel, Kaminski, Ben. It's never good when it's the keeper, is it? I remember Ipswich under McCarthy, where Białkowski was Player of the Year 3 years running. That tells you all you need to know about where the ball was for most of those 3 years. Raheem Harper for John, for Ipswich. Bahan Bola over at Oldham for Rob. Jed Wallace, Rob Dickey, yeah, quality. Andy King for Anir. Sam Vokes. Rafinha, there we go. PLM. Pierre Lys Melou, who I did say I like the look of that signing when he came in there. And there we go. We're trying to avoid talking about the game. Let's reset. We'll give you the teams. I've got streamy eye again. I know I'm not supposed to touch it when that happens. Let's dab it gently. There we go. Where are your teams? There we go. 4. Hungary in goal, Gulashi, the back 3, shall I? Auburn and Keshkes, Buller and Fiola are the wing backs. Schaffer, Kleinheisler are the holding midfielders. That is very much a back five with two holders. And then Salai and Soboslai are also falling back into a 5-4-1 with big Salai up top. Sorry, here's Shaw. Let me just cut to the big screen. Shaw has been fouled by Kleinheisler. Free kick to England, who have Pickford in goal, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Phillips, Rice, Sterling, Mount, Grealish, and Harry Kane. All our Leeds fans want to see Pat Bamford. To be honest, it wouldn't do any harm, would it? But maybe we'll see him later today. Rasica for Norwich. Joel Pirro, yeah, he's had a good start at Swansea, hasn't he? Another Pierre-Louis Melu. Please don't make us talk about England. There we go. Right, free kick here. Can England get first contact on this? Traditionally, under Gareth Southgate, they have been good at set plays. Remember that? Was it round of 16 or quarter final? Round of 16 against, what was it, quarter final against Ukraine? Shaw pops that one in, headed away by Fiola. And Walker is closed down and has to go all the way back home to Jordan Pickford, who plays it back out to Phillips. I've had the brainwave of drinking a Pepsi Max not long before bedtime here. Clever, isn't it? Kane crosses to the back post. Grealish tries to, I don't know what he was trying there. Checks his studs. There we go. That old chestnut. He might be trying to flick it back over his own head. Which even for a man of his skill is a bit of a stretch for sure, isn't it? Here come the Hungarians, played out to the right-hand side, just giving away possession. It's almost like they don't want the ball and they want to just counter-attack. And go figure, they don't have the ball. Here is Sterling. Walker. Walker through. Kane. Kane is in and... Oh, he's missed. Oh, dear. That was a Thomas Muller moment, that. And Kane has not scored. What a chance for England. Great ball by Kyle Walker. Horrible positioning by Salai. And I have to say, Harry, you have to score that, buddy, and you know it. What a miss by Harry Kane. Great ball by Walker. Look, he gives him a shout, slides it through. Salai of Fenerbahce completely caught out. Stick it in the corner. He scuffs it into the ground. And the England captain and three-time Premier League top scorer misses. Going to be one of those nights. Pat Bamford would have put that one in, wouldn't he? Hey? Ollie Watkins. Mason Greenwood definitely would have popped that one in, wouldn't he? Disappointing. By the way, I love Harry Kane. I think he's an amazing player, but he's got to score that, hasn't he? What a miss. Yeah, some head hold, getting ready for limbs. I nearly put my Pepsi down. It was a great pass, wasn't it? Yeah, completely mugged off the three centre-halves. Kicked it into the ground. Get Bamford in. There we go. Right, here is Phillips. Let's see if that shakes the Hungarians into going a little bit too deep or buoys England's confidence. So we can now change the narrative and say England should be in front, shouldn't they? And they have created a big chance and have not taken it. And of all the people I'd have wanted that big chance to go to, it went to the bloke that I would have thought would have been the best bet. But what are you going to do, hey? Mount. Walker. Yeah, kudos again. Great ball by Kyle Walker. Another good thing he gives you from right back. Definitely benefited from working with Pep on that one. Luke, I know what you mean, Luke. Maybe we shouldn't call Hungary a small country because of their history, but I know what you mean. They are sitting in, and you do get a lot of games like this, particularly seemingly if you're an England fan. I don't know what the solution is, but I know what you mean, buddy. XG's gone up. XG's gone right up with that one, Mr. Raider. Anyone got the number? Do you know what? I might get that up on the screen, actually. Although that would seem to be... Oh, Kane tries to feed that one free. Return the favour for Kyle Walker. Let's see if I can get info goal up and we can see. Anyone want to guess the XG for that one? It's probably about 0.4 or something, wasn't it? Or was it even higher? 0.5 are we going for? Let's have a look on here. Matches. Oh, have they not got it? Oh, they've not got it on Infogo. If anyone's got the XG for that shot on any app, I'd be very interested. The yellow card is coming out for Declan Rice, who has gone through Shaffer. I must admit, I was on Infogol there, so I didn't see the tackle. So let me reserve judgment. Ooh, that doesn't look very good on the replay, does it? Oh dear, he's lucky to get away with that one, isn't he? I know we're doing the old lighter touch now, but quite close to serious foul play, that one, wasn't it? We're looking for a lunge from the back or the side. Yes. We're looking for endangering the opponent. Yes. We're looking for excessive force. Possibly. Could have been a red card, that one, couldn't it? Yeah, I think you guys agree on that one. Yeah. Lighter touch, everybody. And Roy Keane said something really smart the other day. I know it does happen. It's always after a player has a heavy touch, isn't it? These tackles come in. You can sense them coming. Here's Grealish. Mount crosses in. Sterling's going to score, and England take the lead. Raheem Sterling does it yet again for England, and from 1 moment ago, as he gets deluged in cups. That's not cool from the Hungarian fans. Lots of middle fingers. It's really poor from the Hungary fans, actually. They're getting deluged with their paper cups, to be fair, but that's still not on, is it? England take the lead. And Rice, who was at the centre of that bad tackle, does really well to win the ball back. Grealish is brilliant from Mount. That's a great cross from Mount, isn't it? Lays it on a plate for Sterling, and Sterling always scores those, doesn't he? Have a look at this pullback from Mount. Does he have a touch before? No, how good is that cross, guys? A really good bit of play by Mason Mount. What's Sterling got written on his... he's got some... I can't quite read it. Love forever. Obviously, the referee sadly has to book him for taking the shirt off, but I think Sterling knew that. Before England have the lead, and the way this game's gone, that's probably game over, isn't it? Because Hungary have not done a great deal of attacking. They don't quite look. Maybe there was something in the air for them at the Euros. They don't quite look the same sort of intensity or ambition, do they? But anyway, here they come. Will they come out of their shells now? They're in the box. It's clipped in, and Shaw's going to get that clear. Let's have a look. There we go. Woo, Amanda. Finally, come on, get in. There we go. Limbs in my bedroom. You love to see it. Beautiful. Good build up. Good goal. Yeah, not very impressive with the Hungary fans there. I understand the argument. Oh, it's an away goal and they're paper cups, but then someone goes too far and chucks a coin or a lighter or a phone or something, and we got problems quite quickly, haven't we? So, yeah, I don't want to get all moany, whiny about it, but yeah, I'm sure FIFA will be onto that. But look, yeah, FIFA really going to do anything? Hungary 0, England 1. Mason Mount assisting for Raheem Sterling. Anybody got a number for me? How many goals has Sterling scored for England now? Feels like it's quite a few. Grealish, quality there. Drop of the shoulder. Draws the foul. That should be a yellow card, shouldn't it? Orban knows it. Grealish just too good for him there. Oh, Jay, you legend. Just joined up on Patreon. Thank you very much. Very, very kind. Yeah, Orban just cleans Grealish out. Oh, God, exactly. Or a dart. Yeah, something worse. Not good. Not good at all. Quality bit of play there from Grealish, and he was involved in the goal. Brilliant from Mount as well. First time cross there. That side of the pitch looking good now, that left-hand side for England. Free kick now. Shaw is going to take it. In goes the cross. It's recycled back by Phillips. Walker's played it back out to Shaw. We're back where we came from. Here's Grealish. Grealish for once tries to beat his man and doesn't get round him. Bounces back to Shaw. Here's Grealish again. Grealish drop of the shoulder again. Brilliant. Grealish to Mount to Sterling now out on the right. Sterling engages into the box. It's going to be a corner for England. Don't celebrate. Oh, I pushed back against that one. Fulham 1958. It's an away game. I don't think Sterling did anything to antagonise anyone. He scored the goal, ran over to the corner, seemed more intent on taking the shirt off. I don't think that's the player's responsibility to stop the fans throwing stuff at them. I think it's the fans' responsibility to not. Fair enough if he'd antagonise them and shush them or cupped his ear or whatever, but no, I would push back against that one respectfully, obviously. Oh, Billy Bremner shake hands and run back to halfway. What might be required? Here is Mount with the corner headed away. Grealish, who's played well last 4 or 5 minutes, is over on the right now. Grealish to Mount. England's passing's got a nice snap to it now since the goal. Rice crosses in low. It's going to be cleared out. Good little bit of football out by the Hungarians. Nice tackle by Phillips there. Slides in, takes the ball. There you go. Someone does a slide tackle, gets a bit of the player, and the referee lets it go. You love to see it, don't you, hey? I never thought I'd see the day last season. Here is Shaw. Shaw to Maguire. Maguire to Stones. And Stones is going to have to go home to Pickford. 60 gone. Hungary 0. England 1. Raheem Sterling is the goal scorer. Here's Walker. Pickford. Back in the midfield area. Boller has played back there. Keep your comments coming in. We suspect England might possibly sit off a couple of metres now and try and draw Hungary out a bit as they need to. So your comments may be required. John, this is a brilliant comedy. Thanks. You're very welcome, John. And thank you for your kind compliment, my friend. Grealish, the other way round. He's the fouler here on Schaffer. Oh, nice switch of play there out to Fiola, the wing-back, who's over the halfway line for once. Sterling, though, counter for England. Kane, lovely ball through to Sterling. Sterling, right-hand side of the box. Sterling into the box, trying to work an angle. Sterling, did he get anything on his ankle there? That's a goal kick. I think Sterling was waiting for some contact as Orban went to ground. But to be fair, the defender did well there. We know Sterling is a slippery old customer in that there penalty box. We're not going to see a replay. We're going to see a replay of the goal. And that is just a brilliant set by Mason Mount, isn't it? The cutback from the byline. Hungary getting a bit frustrated. Good time to get a second. Amen. I'll take a second. Bamford might have to go. Do you know, the more this goes, the more I do think we will see Bamford. Sterling down the right. Sterling crosses Kane! And it's England leading 2-0 now. Hungary 0, England 2. And we were just talking about Pat Bamford. Now I think he'll definitely come on because it's 2-0 and Harry Kane has scored. Hungary 0, England 2. And who was that said? Ben, be a good time to get a second. There it is. It's a great ball by Sterling. Just flipped over by Mount. Kane's in the clear. Oh, I say it's a great ball. He gets lucky, actually. I'll take that back. I didn't see the deflection the first time around. It's a great header by Kane. And, yeah, I was going to say he doesn't miss those. But he did miss one earlier in the half, didn't he? So I think we're home and hosed there, guys. We'll probably stop the stream now, can't we? Of course we won't. We'll keep going. Hungary 0, England 2. And I think I just seen a super chat in there. Oh, Stephen! And another. Alan Partridge. Whack! Well, that's a goal. Thank you, Stephen. Very, very kind. And of course, you can see little Luca there in the picture. Should we put him up? Because he's our fan sponsor of the watch-longs. So your kindness really, really is really appreciated, Stephen. And there is Luca, who's our fan sponsor. Football is nothing without fans. I'm nothing without football. I'm sure that's not true, Luca, because you seem a great little chap. But thank you. And thank you to your dad, Stephen, for that super chat. Very, very kind. Hungary 0, England 2. Liquid football. Stick a fork in Hungary. There you go. Walker. Stones. Rice. Maguire. Rice. England 2-0 up now. And I'm sure we're all happy for them to just ping the ball about in their own half if needs be. The Hungarians, the trap to lay now is to try and pull them out a little bit. Wonderful human beings. I'm sure. Are you referring to Stephen and Luca? I'm sure you are, Russ. And yourself as well. Russ is also in the God tier on Patreon. We thank all of those supporters very, very greatly. I used to say at the start of COVID, and then when I lost my job, sign up and maybe I can do this part-time. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it now. We're talking about football. We're writing about football, doing a few gigs to subsidise it. But we're getting there, and I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Game over. Shut up, shop, and go home. Well, you're right, Annie, but you know how England fans will react to that, don't you? They don't like shut up, shop, and go home. They want to see another 8 goals. But yes, of course, that would be the very professional thing. I'm sure the Italians and the Germans would do that, wouldn't they? I feel like we could get a third here. The Hungarians look frustrated. They have been moved, Joe, into a substitution. Thank God we don't have 5 subs anymore. Salai has gone out and Saloy has come on. All good fun. Number 7, Saloy is on for Hungary. Salai, who he's replaced, was playing down the right. So we'll see if that is a like-for-like swap. That is Daniel Saloy of Sporting Kansas City. There you go, guys. Name me your favourite Sporting Kansas City moment. This ain't Kansas anymore, Toto. There's a foul there by Shaw. Referees let that one go because Hungary has still got the ball. It's with Fiola, the left wing back. And they've worked it back to Schaffer. Big dive. That's going to be offside, isn't it? The flag stays down. Anyway, here comes an England counter. And Grealish is 1v1 now. This looks promising. Grealish waiting for the overlap. He slips it through to Kane. Oh, And Kane again. Jack Grealish is now moving into man of the match territory, isn't he? He's been really good for the last 10, 15 minutes. Slipped that through beautifully to Kane. And again, I'm the biggest Harry Kane fan, but he should have a hat-trick by now, shouldn't he? He's probably scored the most difficult of the 3 chances, hasn't he? The header, 2 on the ground. Brilliant from Grealish again. A good save, actually, by the keeper. We'll give him some credit there, Gulashi. But, yeah, Grealish, excellent in the second half now. Captain Jack. Let me see if I can get some numbers for him. What do we got on Grealish? 43 touches, 91%. 1 key pass. That was probably just it. Winning the ground duels and the dribble attempts. Very good second half for Jack Grealish. There you go, Jay. There's the info. Oh, they're quite good. Sporting Kansas City. Nice. Corner comes in and it's 3-0. Harry Maguire heads in and England are rampant in this second half. Feels like the Ukraine game. Gareth Southgate doesn't bat an eyelid. I got mocked for saying doesn't batter an eyelid. Powerful header by Maguire. It's quite poor from Galassi. Probably should save that one, shouldn't he? We will see. And it's getting away from Hungary now. Hungary 0, England 3. And set play again. Oh, it's really poor. It's a really poor goal. They lose him in the first instance. He's the biggest aerial threat. Clear run on goal and is through the keeper's hands. Keshkes loses Maguire, who'd been a threat in the first half from set plays. And they've done it again, and Maguire's done it again. Hungary 0, England 3, 69 gone. And coasting now, England. Coasting. Nice. Dodgy keeper. Yes, good save just a minute before that from Kane. Slab head. It's a good old slab, isn't it? It's got England some goals over time. Who's coming on? Varga for Bolla. Varga, number 11, is coming on. Bolla was playing right wing back. We'll see where Roland Varga is going to end up. He plays for Al Ittihad Kalba, which I assume is in Qatar or Abu Dhabi or Saudi. Yeah. Anyone got more knowledge on these players than me? Let me know. It was only a matter of time. Yeah. I didn't quite have that confidence, but I mean, you're right. Flares on the pitch. Oh dear. They do look ready to boil, these Hungarian fans, don't they? And they were so good in the Euros, weren't they? The only country with full stadiums, given the COVID issues, but in a bit of a grump tonight, losing 3-0 to good old England. Brian, I must miss more goals than anyone. Frying chips last night. Now speaking to the new young lady in the back room. I'm sure you'd much rather be doing that than watching the football anyway, wouldn't you, Brian? There we go. Here is a little flick through there. Nearly came off for Szoboszlai. Oh, England nearly made a mess of it at the back. Phillips tries to get clear. It's picked up by Kleinheisel. A little bit of territory here for Hungary, which has been a rarity. Oh, it's into the box. Chance for Saloy, the substitute, on the half volley. A difficult chance. He really snatches at it, smashes it over the bar. It's the best chance Hungary have created here, isn't it? Yeah, it just bounces up and, well, look, an international player, more than capable of scoring one of those, aren't they? Rice in the 50-50 there, and he wins the throw. Lovely stuff. 71 gone. Are we going to see Pat Bamford? I'm sure Southgate's going to make some subs soon. Might see Henderson often comes on in these positions. Be nice to see Saka or Bellingham or Bamford in terms of a couple of youngsters. England Andorra on Sunday. I'm sure we'll do a watch along for that one. You love to see it. Been a while since we've missed an England game on the channel now, isn't it? Definitely did all of last season, so we have a record to defend now, don't we, with doing all the England games. Here is Fiola down the left. Shalai is forward from left centre-back. He's having a go at Kyle Walker there, but he can't get past him. Good luck in that foot race against Kyle Walker. Ain't happening, is it? The ball's all the way back with Galassi, the Hungarian keeper. Keep your comments coming. Let me know who you want to see off the bench. 73 gone, Hungary 0, England 3. Any complaints at half-time are probably gone now. England have been very good in the second half. And let's be quite honest, they could have scored 5, couldn't they? Harry Kane's missed, frankly, a couple of sitters as well on top. 9 shots to 2 now. England 4 big chances to 0. Jay, we look like a settled team. Would like to see us press a bit higher. No real complaints about this performance. Bamford or Lingard. I'd be happy with any of those subs now at 3-0. I think it's important to take the chance to give the new cap to Bamford, unless there's a plan for him to start against Andorra, in which case we'll find out, obviously, on Sunday, won't we? So Walker with the throw, 74 up on the clock now. Fed inside to Kleinheisler, switched out wide right. Here's Varga, the sub. He wants to have a go at Shaw. Done well, Varga. Good play by Varga there. Whip the crossover. Anyone getting across the near post there? Filippo Inzaghi type run would have had a goal off that, wouldn't they? Before the cross could have got through to Jordan Pickford, who gathers it nicely in the end. Rice. Nice little switch of play from Rice. No, it's not. I'm talking nonsense, guys. Completely overhit it, and not even someone with Kyle Walker's athleticism could jump and pull that one, pluck that one out of the air. Shallow. Back home to Galassi, who hikes it forward. 75 gone. Shane Lavery. Thanks, Annie. A score for Northern Ireland. Keep your eye on Shane Lavery. He was an honourable mention in our video we did earlier today, our breakout season video. I put Victor Gyökeres up front in my 11 as a player who would have a breakout season, but Lavery is pretty much guaranteed now to have a breakout season if he's scoring for Northern Ireland, and I think 2 already for Blackpool. Good luck to him. Well done. Free kick to Hungary, and it's miles out, but Soboslai looks like he's going to have a shot here from way out, and that is utterly atrocious. Dreadful waste and a dreadful free kick by Soboslai. See if you can, without swearing, sum that free kick up in less than 3 words. Yeah. Oh, dear God. Shocker. Horrific, wasn't it? Shane is doing great. Looks like a great pickup, Brian, doesn't it? Often see players come across from the Northern Irish League, don't you? Looks like they picked up a good one there. Blackpool. Pants. Nice. Absolutely was pants, though, wasn't it? Shocking. Just killed fans. Mama, I just killed a fan. Put a free kick in his face. Sterling is clear. He's onside and... Oh, he's missed. Oh, my God. Sterling just took too long over that. England should be winning this game 6-0. I'm not complaining. But huge chance for Sterling, and Kane has missed 2 as well. It's a good thing England 3-0 up with goals from Sterling and Kane and Maguire. But yeah, not the most focused bit of finishing there. Slobbish. It's a good word. Yeah. How can someone run past the keeper and still miss? And you know, I think he was overthinking it, wasn't he? He was trying to put it back past the old Marcus Stewart trick, that one, back past the covering defender. But yeah, he totally overthought that. And someone with his pace as well, you'd think be scoring those 9 times out of 10 for sure. It's down in the right back area with Walker, who clears down the line. Has that stayed in? Oh, lovely turn by Kane. Brilliant bit of skill. That Grealish, there's a runner for Grealish. Oh, he slipped it through to Kane. Great football. Kane! Oh my God. England cannot finish their dinner. Oh, it genuinely could be 7-0 this game. And this would have been an outstanding goal. To be fair to the Hungarians, it looked like that ball went out, didn't it? I haven't seen a conclusive angle. But again, Kane missing a one-on-one. His 3rd one-on-one he's missed in this game. Great play by Grealish, who had the runner on the outside. And Kane, the England captain, we love him, obviously. But could and should have probably had a hat-trick tonight. Mount puts the corner in, headed clear. Hungary seem to have lost their focus now. But they've got up the pitch and won a throw-in. Kane not able. Not tonight, apparently. But hey, that's the thing with Kane. Even when he has a bad game, he still scores. But yes, not quite at his brilliant best. Harry Kane. And I suppose the good news is that England could be winning 7-0, couldn't they? And that's not even hyperbole from me, because we can count up the chances. Sterling 1v1 and Kane 3 1v1s. Incredible. Subs, please. Yeah. And for me as well, please hit that subscribe button. Should we bung that up? There we go. Hit the subscribe button. We would love some subs. Oh, chance. I think it fell to Shall I? And Pickford protecting that clean sheet. They're going to rebuild. Have another go here. Oh, nice play down the right wing. Cut back. Player goes down there in the box. Nothing in that at all. Referee's got that one right. He's looking for it, basically, isn't he? Shall I? As Maguire stepped across him. Paddy McNair scores for Northern Ireland as well. The Northern Ireland Championship 11 representative team tonight. Crossed into the back post. Good header by Walker. Good header by Maguire as well. Strong one there against the big number 9. And Sterling strong there, and he knocks it back to Pickford. Walker just telling Pickford, hold on to the ball. Yeah, of course. Hit that like button. Here is Kane. Kane, nice little nick over the top. Here's Grealish coming in off the left again. But Grealish was offside. 80-52 on the clock. Are we going to see Pat Bamford? How many minutes is he going to get? Be nice to see him, wouldn't it? Grealish here, just offside there. I think they've called that one right. There's that miss by Sterling. Yeah, he just completely undercooked, underhit, underkit, undercooked that one. There's one down the line for Fiola to chase. He can't keep it in. And Hungary have been poor tonight, haven't they? Just I thought they had a good side in the Euros, and not really seen that tonight, have we? Gazdag is coming on for Klein Heisler in central midfield. One would assume Southend, a 10th in the National League, is getting 4 points from 3 games good. Well, that depends what the aspirations are for Southend, doesn't it? If you cycle that all the way through the season, probably not if you want to get promoted. But look, a win, a draw, and a loss from the first 3. You'll take that. Not that my knowledge of National League football is anything to shout about, but I understand how league tables work and the various patterns in there. Sweden 2, Spain 1. 4-1 to Northern Ireland, who's full of championship scorers. We think McNair and Ballard and Lavery have all scored for Northern Ireland tonight. Still no subs from Southgate, so perhaps all of these guys are going to be taken out against Andorra and we'll get a completely different 11 on Sunday, which would be the reason why no subs so far. You would think if he's not going to bring anyone in, he's probably said, right, you're going to do this game, you're going to do that game, and then this team will be back for the game against Poland, you would think, just to give them a bit of a rest. It's won on the left-hand side of midfield by Salo. Tries to play it down the line. That sums up Hungary's night. Did the first bit, wins it, and then just couldn't really get anything going whatsoever. Jesse Lingard is going to come on. Contrary to my feeling that maybe he would just keep the team out. Lingard's coming on for Mount. Perhaps to play in the number 10, or Grealish might move across from the left-hand side. We'll see. In comes Lingard, who's a proper Southgate guy, hasn't he? Been with him for the longest time. Walker throws that one down the line. Sterling back to Walker, just coming over halfway, wins another throw. Kane shows for it. Walker holds onto the ball as the clock runs down. Bukayo Saka is coming on. I did think I saw Southgate and Steve Holland wave at somebody else there. I wonder whether that is going to be Pat Bamford. We will see. Kane. I've seen a lot of comments coming in about certain types of chanting. I've got the sound off. I've got my earphones in. So it's not that I don't care, but I haven't heard it. So I'm not going to comment on it. Okay. But I'll happily watch it back and comment if anyone wants to ask me about it after today. But I haven't heard any of these noises or chants that are supposedly coming from the Hungarian fans. Maguire kicks it into the ref. Ref apologises. It'll be an uncontested drop ball to England. No fuss. Phillips. Little dink out. And here is Shaw. Kane in central midfield. Here's Grealish and Sterling. Rice, sure. Rice, lovely ball. Grealish deep in the box, dribbling. Still got it. Grealish knocks it back. Edge of the box, Rice! Oh, it's 4-0 and it's another dreadful bit of goalkeeping. Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice just laughing. And England are 4-0 up. And frankly, they've been handed 2 goals by the Red Bull Leipzig keeper, Gulassi. Could have had another 3-4 on top of that. But Grealish receives it. Yeah, he's onside, isn't he? He dribbles and he dribbles and he dribbles. Quite a clever ball from Grealish then, because everyone gets backed up. It's a hopeless bit of goalkeeping, though, isn't it? What's he doing? Dear oh me. Oh, dear. Right through him and underneath him. The reaction of the centre-half says a lot. It's an easy save, isn't it? And he just takes his eye off the ball. Saka and Henderson are coming on, so we are not going to see Pat Bamford. So I suspect we will against Andorra then. Henderson on for Rice, who's just scored. And out comes Grealish, who is probably my man of the match. Although we'll reserve judgment and then we'll get your thoughts in another few minutes. So I guess Saka will just play down that left-hand side now. Lingard will go 10. Sterling will stay right. Henderson obviously on in central midfield. Here's Saka. Lingard trying to get away. And now Kane sweeps out. There's a yellow card about to be brandished, I'm sure, for Gazdag, who rugby tackles Harry Kane there. That's gone right through the keeper again. Dodgier than Schofield and Roos combined. There's a good old championship reference for you there, Chris. Well, what was the Sheffield United keeper for one game called? Verips. He struggled, didn't he? Yeah, you can get your man of the matches in. I'll go for Grealish. Jay's gone for Phillips. Let me know who your man of the match is. Here's Maguire. Plenty of assured performances from England. Unfortunately, a couple of the goal scorers, Sterling and Kane, have had quite bad misses as well. So that might inform your decision. Hungary 0, England 4. 89-10 on the clock. Let me know. Your man of the match is Rice for Michael, Rice for David, and Maguire for Joe. Phillips to the aforementioned Maguire. I tell you what, Stones could have had a three-course meal tonight. As Maguire stepped out, Stones has just been able to sit there with a cigar on, hasn't he? Deary me. Sterling, says Mr. Radio Floyd, for opening the floodgates. Scored the opening goal in the first of 4. Indeed, Shaw, says Owen. Paul. Yeah, right. Hungarian keeper will not want to remember this one. Crossed into the back post. Good header by Shaw there on the cover from left back. We are getting 2 more minutes. We're into stoppage time. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Whoever sorted it out in the dressing room at half-time, well, I don't know how much there was to sort out, but obviously the chances created. Probably Southgate then, wasn't it? Grealish says, Anir, I think he's mine. Grealish, who enjoyed his creativity in the second half. See if he can become regular starter now. Slip through. Kane, he's not going to get there. We'll give him some credit there. Gulashki, good goalkeeping there out on the edge of his box and makes the gather. Lingard tried to slip through Harry Kane. Keeper does well there. We got about 1 minute of stoppage time remaining. Hungary 0, England 4. There's a Hungary player down over on the touchline. It is Varga, the substitute. We're 45 seconds away from the end of minimum stoppage time, so we're probably gonna get another minute of this glorious game. Oh, I don't know what happened to Varga there. Shaw was nowhere near him. He just pulled up, planted his left foot down, and now he is hurt. Like I said, this will probably take us over the 2 minutes of stoppage time. I think we're going to see all the England goals. Here's the first one. Thank you, ITV. Sterling from Mount's assist, and then Kane from Sterling's deflected cross. Harry Maguire, oh dear, right through the keeper's hands, and probably an even worse one because you can see it from further out. Declan Rice shooting from the edge of the box, and I'll repeat, through the keeper's hands. Referee Shakir may as well let this go another 10 seconds and blow the full-time whistle. Hungary are down to 10 because Varga is injured off the pitch. They've won the ball back, actually. Oh, good play by Shalai, the number 9. It's all a bit loose in central midfield. And there is the full-time whistle. Hungary 0, England 4. Comprehensive win for England tonight. We'll give you the numbers and then I'll give you my views on it. The numbers will tell us. I mean, look at the attack momentum. It's just a comprehensive win. It's a battering for England. 64% on the possession, 8 shots to 1 on target, 6 big chances to 0. The goals coming from, see if we can remember all of them, Raheem Sterling, then Harry Kane, Harry Maguire, and then Declan Rice. 2 goalkeeper mistakes in there, but 3 1v1s, maybe even 4. Yeah, 4 1v1s, I think, missed 3 by Kane and 1 by Sterling as well. England could have won by 5, 6, 7, 8, as Steps said in the 90s. Bit disappointed with Hungary, to be honest. I thought they were good in the Euros. England, fine. First half, maybe some of the things we said before, a little bit slow or looking for someone on the button as a creative player. But it's a 4-0 away win. England do the job. I'm sure lots of people are playing out the worst case scenario of, a 0-0 draw or a 1-0 defeat or something. But it's a 4-0 win. And let's be honest, I know people get England derangement syndrome. Look at that. 12 points, perfect. 13 goals for, 1 against, 4 wins for 4, 5 points clear. Poland moving into second on 7 points. So, look, if England beat Andorra, they go to 15. Even if they then draw against Poland, it's all looking very, very good now in terms of qualifying in that. So I think you were saying in the chat, we got a batch of 3 and then another batch of 3 games. Let's get your final comments here. Very comfortable. Disappointed with Hungary. Did you predict 4-0, Amanda? Well done. Brian, best result of the night. England 4-0, Northern Ireland 4-1, or Sweden 2-1. I don't know who the other 2 were playing, but hopefully they put up more of a challenge than Hungary did. Luke, happy with his Bournemouth transfer business. We'll see how they go. Look, Ryan Christie into Bournemouth as well. If you want to shout out, stick it in the bottom there. Mr. Radio Floyd, legend. And here, thank you. Jay, if we beat Andorra. Yeah, Pat Bamford hat-trick in that one. Sweden beat Spain, did they? Interesting. Funny old team, Sweden, aren't they? Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We're going to be back. We've done all the England games, so we'll keep doing it. Be back on Sunday for Andorra and then Wednesday for Poland. I assume I'll be back with Nappers. We can do a dearly departed transfer update as well for Leeds, Villa, Norwich, Watford, Brentford as well. And I will see you all very soon. Thank you for watching along with me. Thank you as ever for your support. Thank you for the super chats. Another one for Luca, our fan sponsor. Thank you very much to him and his father, Stephen. And I will see you all very, very soon. Over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.